Good morning, everybody. Listen, are you one of those people that have kids or know people that have kids? Okay, we're going to narrow it down today. Do you have teenagers? And you kind of don't even know where to get started with teenagers, like what to work on first if you were going to have a bro help your teenager. Well, guess what? Today, I'm going to give you Michael Loche's teenager package plan. And it's 4 key elements that I've been helping teenagers with. It's a great place to get started. Stay tuned. We're going to talk more about that today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Emotion Code Bro Show. My name is Michael Loche, certified emotion code practitioner, here every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, and I'm with him, John. Good morning, John.
Hello, Michael. Yeah, we're back for number 2 on the 4-part series with kids. Hopefully, it'll be a 4-part series. But yeah, my name is John Inverarity, and I'm a certified emotion code, body code practitioner. I'm in Vancouver and helping people all over the world with, various concerns and helping people's kids.
Yes.
I think I worked with someone's like a client, like 14 or 15 years old, somewhere in Europe, I think Denmark or Finland, somewhere over there, right? Just this past week. So it's possible, and we're here to help.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about how can we help your teenager. Listen, you think it's easy? They don't even have to be present or know about it. And we can help you via Zoom, ideally, or by telephone. But if you're anywhere in the world, meet us on Zoom. We're going to go through what we're kind of jokingly calling the teenager package. I've been using it. John's got similar protocol, I guess, because sometimes you're hearing the mom and you're thinking, oh, well, I don't know where to get started with this. Start here today. We're going to talk about that. John, a couple of little announcements. Today, right after the Bro Show at the top of the hour, 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, I am doing my monthly course that I do for free for emotion code practitioners. And remember the days of networking and meeting people? People would say this oh so famous question, so what do you do? And as an emotion code practitioner, boy, some of us are like, woo, I don't know how to answer that. I'm going to get 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. I'm going to teach you today how to answer that question if you're a practitioner. So what do you do? And you're thinking, well, I'm not really networking. It's about the words. You got to understand the words. I'm going to teach you that today. If you go to my events page in advance of that, you can download the handouts. I'm just going to show you where that's at. I'm going to put the ticker on the bottom for a few minutes. michaelloche.com/events. Next week, I've got upcoming classes on law of attraction. If you're facilitating law of attraction seminars or workshops or coaching, I got a class coming up for you. I got a class coming up on NLP. Go here. It says for practitioners, but it's for anybody, law of attraction, NLP things. I'll let it show one more time, michaelloche.com/events. And you can stay connected today. Okay, John, so we've got a lot of snow in Victoria today, pretty rare for us.
Snowing here as well, yeah, for the second time this year. And it is coming down good. We're not used to it, are we?
No. Well, I'm going to show a picture because it's only the first time it snowed, and it might last 2 days, and then we'll be done. I'm just going to show you. If you've ever seen my view before, here is the modified.
Yep, that's snow.
The only colorful thing is the Canadian flag, if you can even see that. So I'm kind of excited, and hashtag I'm not leaving my house for any reason.
Not going to go skiing?
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, we don't even have snowplows in Victoria. No one has skis.
No.
Well, good, John. You know what? You and I have been helping people every week here. We're on episode 185. Today, we're talking about how we can help parents with, we're going to call them teenagers today. You can decide what that age is, anything from 10 to 18, I guess, living at home. And you're noticing some behaviors, and you don't even know how to help. Can you imagine being a parent and not knowing how to help your teenage boy or girl have better self-esteem, or they have anxiety, or they have real critical? I mean, where do you start with that? You try to be a good parent, and yet then they go on Instagram and TV, and they're not good enough. Like, I wouldn't want to be young again, to be honest with you. It's tough out there. So today we're going to talk about if you have a parent and teen, if you're a parent or guardian of a teen, I'm going to introduce what I would do with your child, because that's what happened this week, John. I had a client, and the mom was saying, my son has low self-esteem. He doesn't have good relationships. He's always in his room. He doesn't get along with his dad. And it's like the list is like, whew. I said bring 5 to 7 items. Like they were all in the same neighborhood, and she was kind of like, just fix it, right? What they want, just fix it. So I said, what if I gave him the teenager package? Oh, she said, you've got a teenager package? Well, yes, because there are common things that we need to be working on. And because she was saying all this thing about her teenager, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to tell you the 4-part plan for a teenager package. John, before we do that, let's say hello to our friends, please.
Yeah, if you're watching live, say hello. Like Permelia Parham here's joining us. Good morning, bros. Happy to be watching from a snowy Parksville, also on the island. JT is with us. Jennifer Towner, good morning. I'm late. Nah, you're right on time. Snowy in Seattle. Yeah. Sylvia Bellini, hello, greetings from London. It's still light here. Nice.
Okay,
getting
so
later, longer.
Permelia, good morning.
Yeah. Gia's here. Says, hello, good morning, Michael John. And Sharon DeRose.
Sharon DeRose, good morning. Carrie from Kansas. Carrie from Kansas catching us. Hey, Carrie from Kansas, welcome. Hey, thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. We're pretty excited to be here. Again, John and I, we work remotely. That means, well, we kind of like have a walk-in clinic, but you don't have to walk anywhere. It's not called a clinic, and you can do it from your home. How's that for a deal? And if you don't know where to get started, well, first, if you're a practitioner, go ahead and take some notes today, because I think I got a good approach. No, I know I got a good approach to helping teenagers. And if you're fast, effective, and efficient, you should be able to cover these 4 areas in maybe a 25-minute session. If not, have that be your goal. So, John, we're going to see who's going to help us type out there. Let's say hello to some more friends. And we're looking for someone that's going to take notes from me today. Let me know that's you. There's our friend Marlena.
Marlena here. Marlena Thomas Burton. Hi, Michael John. Don't have any kids, just passing by. Have fun. Yeah. Tina Fortugo. Tungo. Good morning from the deep freeze Saskatoon.
Ooh, you are deep freeze. Like we're -2 today and we're freezing. Yeah. But yeah, don't feel sorry for me. And Marlena saying, stay warm. Tina, and ice in and it's snowing. I love it. It's cute today. Just today it's cute.
Yeah.
So again, today, just reminding everybody today, and John and I are working with your behavior with your children. I'm actually going to change the title here, John, because
we're doing teenagers.
Yeah.
So 12 even, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's kind of the sweet spot. High school, middle school, and let's get right into it with how we can help with this amazing modality, the emotion code. Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, John, why don't you talk about the emotion code, trapped emotions? When we're done that, I want to talk about the 4 areas, and then it'll make sense once people, our new friends, understand. It's all about these buggers right here. Tell us what we need to know, please.
Right. Yeah. So we'll get into, there's 2 distinctions to start with. And one is the subconscious mind and one is the emotion code chart. It's right there behind Michael as well. So your subconscious mind is the most powerful supercomputer in the known universe. And it remembers, everything you've done, everything you've eaten, every interaction, and conveniently every emotion that you've felt entrapped. So cue the emotion code chart, 2 columns, 6 rows, and this is 60 trapped emotions. And so as a practitioner, it's our job to connect to you, act as a proxy, communicate with you, your subconscious, energetic body, and we muscle test to find which of these is the culprit. So we identify, and we're not going to talk about it. We want to get rid of it. So we delete it, release it, and we use a magnet. So any refrigerator magnet will do. And we swipe it over our head, governing meridian. So the whole process surfaces that little ball of energy. It's about the size of your fist, that trapped emotion. And the magnet clears it out through your whole energetic meridian system.
And the good news is you don't have to know how to do it. We do it. That's why we're the practitioner. We're going to do it for you on your behalf. So again, if you have a teenager and you're thinking, it's like you want to get them something, but you don't know what to order, this is what you're going to order for a teenager. Our friend Jennifer JT, is going to be our scribe for today. So Jennifer, thank you very much. Let's see. So Jennifer, this is the title. Michael Loge's Teenager Session Package, or just Teenager Session Package. Number one, John will be able to identify what the likelihood it is on the chart, but we're going to call it this. Number one is anxiousness about everything and anything. Pretty careful on wording that, right, John? Anxiousness about anything and everything.
Yeah. It's, getting up, looking at your Instagram or Snapchat, whatever it may be, going to school, going to the mall, kids, boys, girls, shoes, pants,
Is it too old, too young? All that stuff. Just anxious about everything and anything. Okay, number two. So imagine reducing and eliminating your teenager's anxiety. Okay, number two, Jennifer. Negative self-talk. Now, John, it's not really called that on the chart. Do you have a book with you? Can you tell us a little bit about the emotion that's likely causing this, which is self-abuse?
Right. So the book, the Emotion Code book, written by Dr. Brad. If you want to know more about the process, get the book, read the book, explains everything, and there's lots of examples. And so we have the glossary of emotions is in the back here, so it gets a little more examples, variations of every emotion, self-abuse, abusing the self.
And as a practitioner, I didn't really go to the back of the book until like 2 years in. Honestly, that's a great place to start. They're not just feelings, they really mean something. John's going to talk about self-abuse. What does that mean? It's the exact definition. John, what does self-abuse mean in the emotion code list, please?
Yeah, actually, there's two types. So emotionally and physically. So emotionally is engaging negative self-talk, blaming oneself, on.
Yeah.
So she abused herself by telling herself to stop being such an idiot all the time. This is in the book.
Yeah. So that's the kind of talk. And, adults have it. Imagine teenagers having it.
Yeah.
They're blaming themselves. Nobody likes me. And it's a little spiral where one negative thought got another one, and those two got another. And before you know it, you're spiraling down. And it's all caused by this ball of energy.
Yeah. And then physically, it could be mistreating one's body through use of addictive substances, not caring for one's body through lack of sleep, diet, nutrition, working beyond what one can or should endure. So working too hard, not enough sleep, coffee late at night, staying up till 4 a.m, getting 3 hours of sleep.
Now, I know the word's not in the definition, but I've also noticed a pattern when people use the word self-sabotage. There's no definition for it, but it's common that self-abuse will come up because what is self-sabotage? Oh, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve that. I'm a guy, I'm a girl, blah, blah. All the BS stories, all that sabotage. So practitioner, look out for that if you're hearing the word sabotage. Okay, recap. Reading out in the room here. Let's do that right now. Let's put number one again. Jennifer's giving us the 4 areas that I recommend for teenager work. Number one, anxious about anything and everything. Number 2, good old negative self-talk. And number 3, heart walls. Number 3 is a heart wall. And there's 3 areas in brackets with a little a beside it. A, with the world. B, with themselves. Practitioners think, heart wall with myself. It's not in the book. Test it right now, practitioner. If you're watching right now, say, do I have a heart wall with myself? And then call me crazy. So number A is a heart wall with the world. Number B, a heart wall with themselves. And number 3, a heart wall with each parent.
Parents.
Oh yeah, they have them. And siblings.
Siblings.
And I worked on this, the teenager I worked on this week, he had a sister, and guess what? He had heart walls with his sister. Just two of them. One heart wall with the mom, two heart walls with the dad. Boy, imagine changing your teenager's vibration about you, parent.
Imagine your kids not fighting constantly. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So I'm just going to review that again. Jennifer's putting here, number 3 is the heart wall. My 3 areas that I do, heart wall with the world. There we go. I'm just going to show it.
Parents, siblings. Yeah.
With yourself and each parent and sibling. Boy, what a nice cleanup that is. Okay.
Last but not least.
Oh, I could give a prize if somebody could guess it. Jennifer Towner, willing to guess what my number 4 all favorite emotion is to delete.
Yeah, that's the hint. Favorite.
Yeah, favorite. So listen, if you're a parent, well, first, if you're a practitioner, you're thinking, how can they do this so quickly? Well, we've got a lot of practice. We've got a lot of training. We know how to ask good questions. We're fast muscle testers. And we're also good, fast identifiers of emotions. So in my world, I can do all of that in a 25-minute session. Good. Okay, Jennifer Towner, she didn't even need me to tell her what it was.
Yeah, she's...
Jennifer Towner got the bingo. What is the number 4 thing you should be doing with the teenagers is what, John?
Creative insecurity.
That's right. John, can you go to the book, please, and tell us what the also famous favorite, creative insecurity, and why you might want to delete it from your teenager. Go ahead, please.
I don't know if I even need the book. Insecurity about the creation development of something new process, new endeavor, new relationship, new goals.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So there's 2 key words for that definition. One is the creation or development. Hey, I want to create a new article, block of energy. What if I want to develop something? What if I want to make something bigger and better in my world or in my business? It's not a creation, it's a development. Guess what? It's a catch-all.
There's more.
Official definition. You nailed it anyway, but go ahead.
No, there's more. I totally missed. So it's feeling unsafe or untrusting of the self about the creation or development of anything, including relationships, family, health, money, professional or artistic endeavors. A feeling of insecurity that arises and blocks the creative process.
Beautiful. Thank you, John. Okay, listen, we've got a lot of people watching today. We want to hear from as many people as possible. What is one thing that you heard today when you're thinking, boy, I wish I had had that as a teenager? Or maybe you have a teenager. Just give us some feedback and comments today. Again, our goal today is to show you that we can work via you. We can work directly with your teenager. We know where to get started. You might come up and say, oh, listen, they've got a really bad habit. They swear or they don't go to bed, whatever. So you can bring your own stuff. This today is a great place to start. I mean, these are adult things. Nothing, adults have this.
Yeah.
Actually, as a teenager, getting your heart walls removed and your negative self-talk eliminated, reduced, and just not being like, what a great step into early adulthood.
Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah.
Yeah. Jennifer, our friend Sharon also guessed creative insecurity. These are longtime watchers right here. Good. And of course, Jennifer, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. So if there's a volunteer that someone just joined that has a child, a teenager that wants some help, we're here to do a demo. So speak up. Now's your chance. Yeah. Volunteer in the comments. Live right now.
Yeah, maybe one of the 4 things that we talked about today. Pick one of the 4. Just scan up and down. But we would like to hear from some more people. Thank you for Jennifer. Thank you for Sharon for sharing.
Yeah.
John and I do this live show every Saturday, and we send 2 emails to remind you. One at Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, saying here is what we're doing tomorrow. But below that are all my free courses for practitioners on law of attraction, NLP, so you can stay updated. It's a quick little email. Then 1 hour before the show, we said, hey, quick little reminder, we're going live. If you can't make us on YouTube, meet us on Facebook rather. We're also live on YouTube, both places at the same time. If you're watching on Facebook right now, maybe you don't want to be, guess what? You can go to YouTube. Sign up for the email below, michaelogier.com, emotion code BROS. We'll get you on the list. We'll send you the reminder with the 2 links. And guess what? Even when it's done, we'll still be there because we keep the replay on the site.
There we go.
Okay, we have someone that's going to help. John, why don't we read this one? And I don't know if you can read it all there. I'll read it. It's on the screen. I have an 11-year-old son who struggles with negative self-talk. Didn't make the hockey team. Feels like he's not good enough for his friends who did. He's very hard on himself.
Yeah, that's definitely a lot of. That'd be tough. Absolutely.
Yeah. Why don't I work with Jara's son?
Sure.
And then you can have a chat and scam with other people. So again, I'll narrate what I'm going to be doing. So my first thing, John, we didn't talk about it earlier, but it's right here. We're both doing it at the same time.
Water.
We have to be hydrated. Imagine now, I don't even know where Jara lives, but I'm going to connect via Jara to Jara's son. I know. That's like me. This is like me hacking into Jara's son's computer with Jara's permission. Well, hacking as it, I'm going to be able to talk to his subconscious mind. I'm using muscle testing right now. I'm using what I'm calling the drawbridge technique, and I'm going to keep the motor running. If you want to learn how to do that, go to michaellogier.com/muscle testing. Here we go. I'm going to get set up. My first question, that's a yes. That's a no. Am I hydrated enough to work with Jara's 11-year-old son? Yes. Do I need more water? Nope.
What's his name, Jara?
Yeah. So just checking in with Jara's 11-year-old son. I have Jara's permission. Just checking. There we go. Am I Jara? No. Am I Jara's daughter? No. Am I Jara's son? Am I John? Am I Michael? Am I Jara's son? Am I 9, 10, 11? Am I 12? Am I 11? Okay. My conscious mind keeps rehashing and thinking about the hockey, and I didn't make it, I'm not good enough, and I'm beating myself up, and I'm blaming myself, and I'm spiraling out of control. What is the severity of this negative self-talk that I'm creating for myself? Is it over 1? Yes. Is it over 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Is it over 10? No. Is it under 10? No. John, what is it? It is 10.
10.
So the severity of my negative self-talk is a 10. How many emotions are making that up? Under 5? Yes. Under 4, 3, 2, under 1, over 1, 1. Is it A, B? Is it self-abuse? Yes. Is it my self-abuse? Yes. Do I need to know more? So I found it. So now with this magnet, I want to delete this self-abuse.
Name's Rain from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
I got another chart here. I want to find it. Is there anything on the trauma chart? Yes, there's one of them. A. It is the trauma of persecution. Is this my own trauma? Do I need to know more? Deleting this trauma of persecution. Deleting this trauma of persecution. Now, what is the severity of beating myself up and negative self-talk and not feeling good about the hockey and I'm not worthy and all the blah, blah, blah? Before today's session, that vibe was 8, 9, 10. And now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's 0. Is it still okay for me to acknowledge what I'm good at playing hockey? Can I acknowledge what I'm good at? Yes. Could I acknowledge that before today? No. Is it safe for me to talk about what I'm good at hockey? It is. Was that safe before today? Yeah, no, it wasn't. It is now. Am I worthy to talk about what I'm good at hockey? I am. Was I worthy before today? No. And what is the severity of this? Before today's session, what was the severity that I didn't believe I was worthy or a good hockey player? 10 would be severely didn't believe it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now it's 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Do I fully believe that I'm a good hockey player? Yes. Do I believe to play against somewhere else with somebody else at another time? I do. Am I done? Yes. Well, first, do I have a heart wall with myself? I do. It's one of them. Is it A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1? Conflict. Heart wall of conflict with myself.
Clear that.
Now do I have a heart wall with myself? No. Is it okay that I didn't get accepted to the hockey game? Yes. Was that okay before today? No. I'm just going to disconnect.
Just gonna jump in real quick. Tina, what's your son's name?
Okay, so you saw just what just went down. I was able to connect to Jara's son, who's 11 years old, ask it questions because it knows everything. John said the subconscious mind knows everything you remembered, experienced, and the best news of all, it knows by name which one of these are causing this behavior. And by behavior, I mean the thought. I'm not good enough. I can't have this. So his subconscious mind, through muscle testing, I identified it. It's not enough to know. And then, John had a little household magnet. This is just another magnet. It's not a special one. It could be a little Taurus magnet. And I was able to delete it on his behalf. So Jara will now, without making a big deal about it, might want to bring up that conversation just to see his response to it. And
Yeah.
I'm worthy, next time. If he starts talking about next time or the future, then we definitely popped him out of that. So, Jara, I know you're with us every Saturday. Let us know.
Yeah. I'd say, definitely tell him this happened, Jara. And I'm going to work with Martino, which is Tina's son. And I mean, they're old enough to know what's happening. And it's good time to have a conversation with them about their thoughts, emotions, that kind of a thing.
And plant the seed that he can start to feel better now, kind of edge him on like the training was. It's like, you know what, you might start to notice your hockey confidence back.
Yeah. Or, you even show them the video like later on today, tomorrow or something. So, the session started 25 minutes in kind of a thing, right? 20 minutes in. So we already showed them the whole thing. That way you can understand the process and the charts and everything. Yeah. So I'm going to connect up to Martino, and I'm muscle testing. Here's my fingers right here. I got a little drawbridge thing happening as well. So good connection here. Martino, get a good connection. Proxy. Yeah. So muscle testing, connecting up to Martino. So Martino has these feelings of being inadequate and insecurities, and prevents him from trying things, just probably because he thinks he's just not going to be good at it, or he's going to fail or something like that, right? It's just not good enough. So inadequate insecurity, Martino, severity at least a 5, yeah. It's a 9 out of a 10. So is there a trapped emotion associated with these feelings, triggering these feelings, stirring up these feelings here? Column A, so be odd, even. So it's 5, B5. Is it conflict, creative insecurity, terror, unsupported wish? So it's creative insecurity?
Wow, that makes sense.
So I wasn't even trying. Yeah, I need to know more. No. All right, release that. Creative insecurity releases from you now. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it kind of sounded like self-abuse, but it was.
Yeah, well,
insecurity. It could be a blend. Yeah.
Creative insecurity is feeling insecure because you don't want to get it wrong. So probably don't want to move forward. She was saying
unsafe, untrusting of yourself.
I'm trying. I don't want to try because I'm going to get it wrong. So it's very much in that wheelhouse when you uncover it. It makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So is there another trapped emotion here, Martino? Yeah, she said martini before, so I'm kind of laughing a little bit. Martino, is there another trapped emotion associated with these insecurities and this feeling of inadequate? Yeah. 1, 3, 5. So A3. This one's rejection. Is it sadness? Is it discouragement? Is it rejection or just no? I think it's either discouragement or rejection. The fingers are a little bit of a slip there. Yeah. Discouragement. Yeah. It is discouragement. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that makes sense as well, right? It's discouragement. Yeah. Should read the definition on that. We kind of all know what discouragement is.
Yeah, it makes sense when we were right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Is there another trapped emotion here? Martino, associated with these feelings, triggers of inadequate insecurities. Yeah. Preventing you from trying new things. Yeah. So A odd. Is it A1, 3? Okay, it's A3. Oh, that's why. So it's rejection now. So it was very close the first time. They're right beside each other on the chart. And so as a practitioner, if you get that, if you're like, oh, which one is it? Which one is it? Just test again and again until you get strong on one. And then, it may be that rejection was kind of just right there in the Pez dispenser, ready to come up. And that was, next up. So rejection, feeling rejected, being rejected, kind of makes sense as well.
Avoiding rejection, rejection, anything rejection-wise.
Yeah. All right, another trapped emotion here. Martino, we can identify and clear. No. All right, so that may be enough for now. Just a couple of emotions. That's just a quick demo. I'll leave it there. I did get a 0, but I mean, when you're dealing with these insecurities and inadequateness for like a teenager, there's going to be layers. But for now, I think that's pretty solid little layer there. So
and again, yes, at least there's a start. The heart wall, the anxiety. So you'll see there's a lot with beating themselves up and blaming themselves, teenagers. And so again, creative insecurity, watch for that.
Yeah.
Whitner is in the house. I keep thinking just because it's snowing for us, John, it's snowing for everybody, and that's why they're with us today. Kim Whitner, if you're snow homebound, we love having you with us today.
Yeah.
Our friend Anna, she's saying, this will help me to work on my granddaughter, right? Because that's what some practitioners, they don't know where to get started. Well, instead of asking, does he or she have this, I think it's a presupposition. And presupposition means you can presuppose, but you want to do the ranges. Remember, John, we're talking about on a scale of 1 to 10. So just check on a scale of 1 to 10, what is the severity of my anxiety about anxiousness? Is it 1? Oh, it's about a 9. So assume they have it, and then test and find out the severity of it.
Right. Yeah. So if you don't know what to work on, that's the hot 4 right there. I mean, the heart wall is just, that's just unreal just on its own, right? Like you could just check for a heart wall and clear that, and there could be some big changes, but you get into that anxiousness and insecurities and it's big. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, maybe some practitioners today heard for the first time that I'm testing for a heart wall with ourselves, and one of the, I'm mentoring many practitioners, and sometimes people will say, but I didn't learn that, or I didn't read that. And I said, well, I get that. I didn't either. But when in doubt, test it out. When in doubt, test it out. What do I mean by that, John? Say it when you see it.
Muscle test it. Yeah.
Muscle test it. But watch this. Do I have a heart wall with myself? No. Did I? Yes. And did I get rid of it? Yes. Is there anything else? No. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not lying to myself. So if you're a practitioner, say, do I have a heart wall with myself? So far in the history of doing it, I've only ever found 1, but I'm still saying, is it under 5? I just might assume, like what I could do is tell my subconscious mind, if it's ever over a 1, bring that to my attention, but I'll assume it's a 1. That's the pattern I'm getting. It's usually 1 emotion.
Yeah.
Okay, Tina is giving you some thank you. Thank you. All work on the heart walls. And she's giving us a hot 4. She loved our hot 4.
The hot 4,
Hot 4 in this today.
Yeah.
Good. Now, John, I know when your son was born real early, you did emotion code work on him. And even without him being able to talk, there was just things that you knew that would be a nice little cleanup. So
yeah, and it's a process, little guy. Yeah, he's almost 2, and it's nothing harder than being a parent. I tell you, it's insane. Yeah, but it's awesome. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, John, we did a great job today. We met our goal, and our goal was, we get to work with 2 people, and these are regular viewers. So, Tina, we'd love you to make a point to join us next Saturday with an update. And also, we want to hear from our little 11-year-old boy that I worked on, Jara's son. We want to hear about that.
Yeah.
We'll do another. We're planning on doing children all month. Last week was more chit chat. Today was a little bit of training and too. So I think we'll stick with it. Join us next week, and you might want to bring somebody new that has when I say a problem child, I mean their behaviors. Anything from not wanting to eat to being ticked off with everybody or whatever. Yeah. I don't need to create a problem for the parents. They know what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just we're letting you know like what we can help with, right? So we talk about what we did today. So next week, like ultimately we also worked on like that confidence with people, right? And that, being comfortable around other people, right? Which is, social anxiety or anxiousness, confidence building, if there's like nightmares, night terrors, that kind of thing, we've seen a lot of success, doing emotion code for that. So yeah, again, yeah, you bring the list, bring your, your nieces, nephews, and, kids, daughters, children for next week.
Yeah. And, we'd recommend that you book 2 sessions with us, one, so we can do this big cleanup, meet again at another meeting, get an update of all the successes, and then you can bring some other things. But, we can put a big dent in this in 2 sessions, and if you need more down the road, but commit to 2. We can get you started, do it live with each other in private, and check our schedules. John, I don't think our names are on here, but John's at aliveandpure.com. He'll put a comment in the chat there. And guess what? I'm real easy. If you can't find me, you're in trouble. MichaelLoche.com.
Yeah, I'll just put my link there. So aliveandpure.com. And Michael's at michaellozier.com. And yeah, look forward to working with you.
Yeah, we do.
And your kids.
Okay, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us today. Next week, live on the Bro Show, 9 a.m. Saturday Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. John, let's say goodbye to our friends.
We got it.
See you later, everybody.
See you next week.